Hello Internet, I am Sweets23 and welcome to Town of Salem. I was just looking for kind of a fun little game I could play kind of in between my recordings of my current Let's Play, which right now is Vampire. New episode should come out tomorrow. I just thought Town of Salem was a fun game I haven't played in a while, and it'd be kind of really interesting to kind of record on YouTube and to kind of put my videos out into the mix of the Town of Salem community. And in case you don't know, Town of Salem is a game similar to Mafia, Werewolf, Van Helsing, any of those role guessing games, you could say. On the right, I'm just in the pre-lobby right now. If you look over on this right, you see a bunch of different roles. I'll become one of those 15, and I'll explain the game as it goes further into detail as it progresses. So right now I'm picking a nickname. I'm probably just gonna go with Sweets because I'm not currently playing with anyone, and they do this so if I decide to play with someone, that person doesn't necessarily know who I am in the game, even though I have an external username outside of whatever I just put. So basically, this game will be the Mafia versus the Town. There's a couple different game modes that the game has inside of it. This one's just classic. It's normal Mafia versus Town. I got the role of the Investigator. So what basically I do is I will select someone at night and I will learn one of their role, like I will learn a potential role of theirs throughout the night. It'll make more sense as we go along. So this is the first day phase. Normally a lot of people don't talk during it, and if they do, they'll probably get killed. So once again, for clarification, the role list is right over here. I'm assuming that quite a bit of you are already going to know how to play. Here's my role card. This tells me all about my roles, and if I hover over it, it will give me my victory conditions. I win with survivors and with town, and I must kill everyone else except for people I can spare who it does not list. So right there you can see it doesn't put the jester or the executioner on that list, so that means that we can spare them, but they don't win if I win. So let's see who talked during the day. Satan and Appleseed. So that means that we're going to stay away from those two. Let's look at Mudra, just because their name is kind of fun. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put Sweets, the Investigator. And I'm going to put N1 for night 1. And I investigated Mudra. And they were either the... let's put in a semicolon. They were Werewolf, Mayor, or what was the third one? Or Executioner. So Werewolf isn't in this game mode, so that means that he's either the Mayor or the Executioner, and Mayor is a very low chance of getting it because it's not a guaranteed role. As you can see, we lost Vigilante, which is one of our town, which is our one town killing role. So anyone that claims town killing is also bad. This person is claiming Invest, and they say they looked at Satan and it said Framer, Mafioso, or Jester. So that means that either Beanie Head or Mudra, one of them is not town, because they both can't beat the random town, because there's only one random town in the game. Mudra right now is potentially doing a Jester claim right here, as it says above, which definitely makes sense, because if they were the Executioner, if their target dies to the Mafia and not to the town, then that person would become the Jester. So Mudra could definitely be the Jester, and I'm going to put that in my will. Executioner / Jest. That way people know to keep an eye out on Mudra. Let's go into colon. But there is a chance that Beanie Head could be the second investigator. I believe it was Beanie Head at least. So let's come take a look at the chat log. Beanie Head said he's investigator, so we should definitely look at him. So, the brackets around Lydia Dustin's name, by the way, just means that Lydia Dustin already left the game and is technically dead and will die in the morning. Investigator, consignor, mayor. That does not help us at all. I'm gonna make sure I saw Mudra as mayor, actually. Oh, Mudra died. Mudra was sheriff, not mayor, so let's fix this. I'm gonna go back to the first night and just make sure that that is correct. It should be. Yep, sheriff, executioner, werewolf. Nice. Satan is saying that Beanie is lying about being an invest. So right now we believe that Beanie Head is an investigator because that's what he claimed, and he definitely can potentially be an investigator. So Satan has definitely been throwing a lot of shade. James Bailey is voting for Beanie Head, so that's probably who I'm going to investigate tonight. Because we know that Beanie Head is good by now. Satan's also thinking that me and Beanie Head are Mafia, which probably means that he is Mafia. John Doe is also saying a lot of things that don't make sense. And so during this time period, only Satan can talk. Medium's also a very, shitty claim because it's something that's very easily faked. I'm definitely going to vote guilty on this and hope he's not the jester. Let's just hope he is not the jester, because that would be very bad. He lost 4-3. Oh man. Ooh, what a rude. That guy's mean. James Bailey voted innocent. He said idiot town. Ooh, whoa. That's not good. So, I don't even know anymore. Let's investigate James Bailey and hope he's not the serial killer. Because if he is the serial killer, the serial killer's special, where to the point of if you investigate the serial killer, they will kill you. So let's hope that's not the case. So transporter and consort can't be in this game, so that means that he is definitely the escort, which means he is on the town side. Still gonna put those down there if something funky happens with the game, that way we all know. So everyone that's green is on the town side for the escort and the lookout 2 down here, and then for town killing it can actually be one of 4 roles. Oh whoa, the jailer can now be town killing. That's really interesting. That wasn't a thing before. Vampire Hunter is not in this game. There can only be one game for jailers. That means that this one will either be veteran or vigilante. And then random town can be any of the town, and there's different classifications for it, which is not good. So it can be one of theoretically like 13-ish roles. James Bailey is on our team and he's voting for green, and oof. Alright. Someone said something about James being moth though. James is in house. That means Ashley is probably good. Let us take a look at probably Mommy sounds good. Night 4 and we're still kicking. Way to be. Sorry if my typing like upsets anyone's OCD with my constant like capitalizing, not capitalizing. Doctor Disguiser or Serial Killer. So apparently you don't tag to Serial Killer anymore. Doc Disguiser SK. So that's good to know. That must have changed that. They changed the rules like quite often for this game. Someone said that we're lookout. In the death note it says John Doe. Ashley was the lookout. Okay, let's take a look at what Ashley says. Night 1 followed Satan. Mommy, Beanie, and Appleseed visited. Beanie claims invest. Night 2 followed Apple and Target in jail. Followed Green. James Bailey visited. Nobody died. James probably in out. Okay. So that means that we're probably looking for Mommy is my assumption. Mommy could also very well be the doctor. Green is definitely not good. Town killing is dead. Now we know the random town because Beanie Head is also an investigator, but no one else knows what the random town is except for us. Because there's only one investigator right here, so that means he is the random town investigator. So no one else knows that except us, because I haven't claimed a role yet. Which about now would probably be pretty good to do, but it would probably... Yeah, he's just claiming a really bad role at this point. He could be the Jester. Oof, he could be the Jester. I'm gonna abstain this time. Just because if he is the Jester, which is very possible, I don't want him to kill me. Beaniehead says he checked him though. Nice, that's good. Who voted innocent? John Doe voted innocent. That sounds awfully suspicious. Watch, he was the Jester. Yep. So that's not good. So the Jester will kill one of the random people that voted guilty for him in the night. I.e. James Bailey, Grapes, or Beaniehead. Probably gonna be Beaniehead. Probably gonna be Beaniehead. Alright. Let's take a look at probably Grapes, because Grapes also voted guilty. And he could be doing that to just look very non-suspicious to people. He could or he could not, but I've already made my decision. Actually, let's change it up to Cotton Mather. Yep, see, that's exactly what I thought. Also, I was haunted by the Jester. That's impossible. I didn't vote for him. That's weird. That's weird. That's a glitch. I don't know what happened there. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that's a new rule that they changed, where if you abstain, you can still get killed by the Jester, but that doesn't make any sense. Oh, I was rollblocked too, so I can't even see what Cotton Mather was. Yeah, Beanie Head, you're lucky. You're real lucky, man. Let's see if we can finish this off, because this is actually like a pretty decent game. So right now, what everyone thinks is happening is, Beanie Head was apparently put in jail by the jailer, which means he's unable to be attacked. There's still 3 evil rolls out there, which is not good. And they're thinking it's Grapes because Grapes has been quiet, which is definitely a strategy. Appleseed seems to be kind of on our team. John Doe's definitely evil. And that's probably the moth that's putting him in their will, so John Doe's probably the serial killer, which means Mommy is the doctor. So as a dead person, I'm able to talk to the dead chat if anyone's still around. I'm not too sure if they are. And normally the dead people will pick up on more information than the live people just because they know, like, they can see the whole game at once. So James Bailey died. He committed suicide, which means he just left the match for some reason. James Bailey was the escort. And James is who we thought was the escort. Okay, that checks out. That's totally fine. So right now I'm thinking it's definitely John Doe, probably Cotton Mather, and William Phipps is my guess. It might be Appleseed, but I think Beanie Head and Grapes are pretty safe. And Mommy. Mommy and Beanie Head are guaranteed safe. Probably Grapes is safe. Ooh, John Doe is definitely evil. He's not the executioner. I doubt it. Mommy is claiming doctor, which checks out. Everyone's been super quiet, so it's kind of really weird. It's definitely between Beanie Head and John Doe right now. Mommy is definitely on the good side. Ashley is thinking it's Grapes, which absolutely could be. Grapes could also just be straight up AFK. And no one voted. Appleseed and Beanie Head both voted for John Doe, which is good for John Doe. Or it's good for Appleseed, so that means Appleseed is probably in the clear. Beanie Head is in the clear. Mommy is in the clear, so that means it's probably... and there's been... Actually, you know... John Doe might be the executioner, because we haven't seen a single serial killer death, so it's probably Grapes. I definitely think it's Grapes now, because we haven't seen a single serial killer kill. see Ashley's on board. So that means either the doctor, actually, yeah, either the sheriff, not the sheriff, the jailer jailed someone who tried to die, or the doctor killed them. It looks like it was Mommy. No, don't say John Doe. Beanie Head, figure it out. I believe in you. I definitely think he's the executioner, because the executioner has night immunity. No, don't go for John Doe, go for Grapes. I definitely now think it's Grapes, Cotton Mather, and William Phipps is who I think it is. That's my final verdict. Ooh, Grapes actually spoke in chat. I definitely still think Grapes is the serial killer, though, because that's the first thing he said. And there's still the executioner out there somewhere, and that screen was the executioner turned jester, which means that there's another jester out there. Yeah, I definitely think Grapes is still. Oof. Cotton Mather, William Phipps, and Grapes are definitely the Mafia at this point. Yep, he was the jester indeed. Bravo, jester, good job. I'm gonna commemorate the jester on his well play. So, I'm assuming that what happened was, yep, John. Okay, so in this game, if you're an executioner, your job is to kill one of the random town members. If you do that, you win. If they die at night, not to the town, then you will become a jester where you want to get yourself killed. So let's see. Beanie Head died, obviously from the jester. Definitely the investigator. Yep. So that definitely clears up the random town. The town killing. The lookout is dead, escort is dead, medium is dead, investigator is dead, and sheriff is dead. So that means the town that is left is the doctor and the jailer versus 2 mafia and a jester. And a serial killer. So, whoo boy. They're thinking William's AFK. So that's what my prediction are. Let's stick around to see if I'm right. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be what it is. Cotton Mather is apparently claiming the jailer, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how much I believe that. I was thinking Appleseed was probably the jailer. So everyone's saying that 2 is AFK, which means that 2 is probably the serial killer. Even though I was for sure that Grapes was the serial killer. Why, John, did you have to kill me? Well, this game went to hand grenades and horseshoes. Everything's William is serial killer because he's not saying anything and there hasn't been a single serial killer kill it all this round, so it's definitely a valid argument. And he's also not defending himself, which means he's probably AFK. So that means that grapes is probably either grapes or Appleseed is. I still think it's definitely grapes. Appleseed, I'm assuming, is the jailer. Could not find a last will. William Phipps was the serial killer. Still could have been right. I could have just been off about the whole thing. Oh no, Mommy's dead, the doctor. Oof. I don't know what the jailer was thinking right there. I'm so confused. What? 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 Huh? Oh, it's Appleseed and grapes are the mafia. Cotton Mather's good. Okay. Cotton Mather. I was not expecting that. Cotton Mather doesn't realize that there's 2 mafia left. Poor guy. Sad day. Town really should have won. Cotton Mather was just being a really dumb jailer. Oh, Cotton Mather. Everyone knew Mommy was the jailer. Or was the doctor. Dang. Well, guys, we lost my first round. Which really sucks. But, you know. I'm pretty almost even about, like, with my wins and my loses, actually. It's pretty not bad, actually. So. This has been Town of Salem. This game is free to play with obviously some paid DLC and some microtransactions. It does cost money if you get it on Steam, but you also get the Coven expansion. But like with this Coven tickets thing that wasn't there before, it makes me feel like I potentially might not always be able to play Coven, which is kind of weird. They have this daily brew system, which is really cool. I can show that off real quick. I get an Eye of Doot for a free potion ingredient. When I get enough ingredients, my stew will fill over, and I will get one random item that normally I would have to pay for. But for now, I just get 20 merit points, which is cool. So now I have 1,400. So I could come to the shop potentially and buy something with merit points if I have enough. I don't think I do, because all these ones cost gold merit points, which I do not have enough of. I only have 345. But then the silver ones I have 1,400 of, but nothing is like cost that low. So potentially just have to keep working for it, and maybe I'll buy some more pets and stuff like that. Pets are really cool. Town points and merit points is what they're called. Yeah, I can only buy her with town points, not merit points. Well, everyone, this has been Town of Salem. I hope y'all enjoyed. This has been really, really fun, and I'm probably gonna play more of it on the channel later. I will catch you guys next time.